So just a cartoon, this cartoon makes me smile because during this online learning, you the son was talking to the parents. You don't have to worry about my future anymore. I just downloaded an entire college education. So it means, what this cartoon is telling. People are questioning, why do you go to class since you can get everything in YouTube, you can download everything, so why do you need to go to class? Anybody can answer me? Why do you still need to go to class? They just go learn from the YouTube lah. Anybody?
We need someone to guide us and give our right knowledge to seek
Yes, madam.
knowledge.
Okay, guide us and give knowledge. Yes, Abdul Malik, you want to say something? Abdul Malik Yusuf? No? Okay, so yes, when it's different learning from just the YouTube and face to face. Oh no, face to face meaning in class, because you have what do you call it? Alhamdulillah, you have the opportunity to have interaction. Okay, and when you have interaction, you can ask question and you can clarify. So other than learning yourself, you think you understand, but you might understand it wrongly. So that's why in the class we are supposed to have interaction, and I will show you my rules after this. Okay, next. So one of the most important, this is I always share this starting of any class, to always look at our intention. Why do you study? Right? Why do you come to this class? Why do you even do engineering? So because the intention will lead to action. If your intention will lead to the consequence of the action. If your intention is not strong, therefore your action will not be strong. If your intention is, for example, your intention is to get a degree, then your action will follow suit. Or so it's very much dependent on the intention. And as you know, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, every action are being judged by the intention. Every action is by its intention. So whatever you do in this life, Allah will look at your intention, why you're doing it. Even if you are praying 5 times a day, but your intention is actually not to please Allah, not to worship Allah, but to show to your parents actually you are following what your parents say. So then Allah will say He will not accept your prayer, even praying 5 times a day. So it goes to even studying. You go to IIUM, you go to the class. Why do you go to IIM? Why do you go to your class? And Allah will also judge accordingly. Okay, so we are starting this course. I heard that it's only 12 weeks as well, right? It's the same as last semester, I heard. So it will be a very what's the word? Cram, and very, everything will be everything will be very fast. So you need to have a strong intention so that Allah will give you reward for the entire semester, and Allah make it easy for you. Okay, so I'll later, I think next class. This class is very short today. I will just go through some introduction of the course. Next class there will be I will introduce myself a bit more, and my plan is for you to introduce yourself as well. So you are supposed to tell me your name, everybody, okay? Each one of you to tell me your name, your what's it called majoring, your majoring, okay? And why you are taking that majoring? I know it's already the 4th year. let's recap a bit. Maybe your intention changed or didn't change. Why you're taking the measuring that you take, and I just want you to reflect. Why IIUM? Just remember your first year. Why did you come to IIM? So they are the 4 questions that you need to answer next class. Okay. Right. So this just a what they call it, a reminder. What's the online adab etiquette for students following the online platform? Okay. So the other class will also show this, but also remind everybody. So when you come to your Zoom, we'll be using Zoom, inshallah. So every time you come to your Zoom, make sure your Zoom name is your real name and metric. If it's okay if there's no metric number, it's just a real name. Make sure it's a real name. Okay, you cannot put cutie bird or something, big elephant, nothing like that. Prepare material beforehand if there's any. If I ask you to do sometimes I will do a hybrid. I will give you a video to watch and we'll discuss in the class. Okay, so therefore you have to prepare the videos before. Adapt. Be early. Okay, if our class starts at 2 o'clock, it means 2 o'clock, everybody in the waiting room already. So 2 o'clock sharp, I will click admit, and if I will click twice. So normally I will give the link like 10 minutes earlier, 10 minutes of before 2 o'clock. So everybody get ready. You're already in the waiting room. 2 o'clock sharp, I will admit everybody to the room, to the class, inshallah. Why? Because in Islam, this engineering ethics, this class. So if we cannot show ethics in this class, what's the even worse in the other classes. So part of adab and what Allah is teaching us is Allah asks us to respect the time while asked. In insana la fil khusr. So we should respect time and should be on time. That's a Muslim character. So to come late is not a Muslim character. Although many of us come late for many things, but it's not actually a Muslim character. A good true Muslim comes early. Okay, and then dress in a formal class attire. It means that you the sisters wear proper hijab, the brothers, because I will record each class and the recording will be online, so anybody can look at it in like 50 years or 20 years. So make sure it's presentable. So if you are in your house, you should tell your family or housemates that you'll be in a virtual call so that they won't be walking at the back, right? Or you can, so that, and also that you can learn in peace. Unless you have problem, you can let me know. So before you enter, make sure, okay, in my class, I know some of you will hate this, so that's why I'm telling you earlier. Everybody in my class have to switch on the camera. Okay, everybody in the class have to switch on the camera. If you cannot switch on the camera, you need to let me know. So for example, your camera is broken and Allah knows, right? So you tell me, I'm sorry madam, my camera is broken. Then you can let me know, so that, and you have to let me know every time before class, because I will forget for the next class. So every time, if you cannot turn on the camera, let me know. Otherwise, everybody have to turn on the camera. Um, so our class will be and all of the classes will be recorded and put in the YouTube later. So if you have a good internet, okay, if you don't have a data problem, you are welcome to stay throughout the class, because we will have interactions. But if you cannot, if you have limited data, I should ask that question to Pooh, forgot. If you have limited data, then you can come for the first 15 minutes or so. Write down your attendance, then you can leave and you can watch the recording. So as long as you come the first few minutes, okay? And then, okay, no need to identify yourself unless I ask you to. During the meeting, ask consent before apa ni? before recording any part of the session. So I'll be recording. So if you want to record as well, let me know. Okay, do not record without permission. And if you go to any online platform, right? If you want to record, ask the permission. This is ada. Ask the permission of the one who are owning the session. Boleh tak? Can I please record? So if they say okay, if not, then do not record. Okay. This is important. Okay, participate. So there are a few rules. Number one, you need to switch on the camera. If you're not happy, I have some students who last semester who are not happy. Okay, but I already declare in the beginning, and this will be recorded. I'm declaring if you want to stay in section 2, if your internet is okay, you have to turn on the camera. If you are not happy, madam, I don't like turning on your camera, okay, please go to another section. Okay, nobody is forcing you to stay in this section. So I'm not forcing you. We have 6 sections. Okay, if you're not happy with switching on your camera, then although your internet is okay, then go to other section. You have 1 week to change section. Okay, and nobody forcing you to stay here, and I'm not forcing you to stay here. And this instruction is clear. And the other thing, if you join my section, you need to participate. So if I ask question, you have to answer. Madam, I don't like to answer question. Please don't ask me any question. Okay? If you don't want to interact, you don't want to answer question, you are not happy for interaction, please join another section. It's simple lah, as simple as that. So because you need to be happy to be here, I also need to be happy teaching. There are other lecturers who have no problem of the student being quiet in the class. But for me, I want interaction. Okay, so if you are not happy, it's okay. Again, you can request to change section. If you need my help, let me know. You can PM me in the Telegram. Say, madam, I want to change to that section, whichever section. If you need my signature or something, just let me know. Okay. If you need the session, this class at any time, please notify the lecturer in the chat box. So you can like message me there. If during the class, if I'm online, you have to text in the Zoom chat. If it's outside the class, in the Telegram. Because if sometimes student chat with me in the Telegram while I'm online, I'm not what do you call it? I'm not monitoring my Telegram while online. So I wouldn't read. I couldn't read. So you should chat with me in the Zoom while online, whenever I'm online. Okay. Any question up to here?
No.
Is it clear?
Yes, please.
Okay, clear? Good. So if you have any question, let me know. So a new reality. So this online learning is a new reality, whether we like it or not. And there is always hikmah. There's a pro and cons. And we believe that everything that happens happens for the best. And Allah knows why this happens. So we will try our best to do the best within this situation. So online learning, so we'll be doing it online throughout the semester. Okay. I want to show you, stop sharing, the course outline. Any question before I show you the course outline?
No, madam.
No? Silap. How do I delete this? No, there's no. I want to wait a second. I want to share with you the attendance. So every time in the class, I will I will give you attendance online copy, so you can fill in. Okay, so the second link there is the the attendance. So you can just click there if you are here. Okay, I will share you the course outline now. So next class, this class I'm okay still if you don't turn on your video. Next class, everybody has to turn on the video. If you don't turn on the video, I will take note that I assume you are not around if you don't ask permission. This is about adab. So this is my instruction and my rules. If you come to my class, you have to follow my rule. Okay, kita pergi rumah orang, kita kena ikut apa instruction rumah tu lah, the owner. So this is my class. So you have to follow my rule. So everybody has to turn on the video. This class is okay, fine. Next class you don't turn on, I will not. Although you write down your attendance, I will take note that you are not turning on your video, or I will just remove you from the class. If I see anybody who not turning the video and didn't tell me why, I will just kick out from the class. So tak payah join senang. Okay. Right. So apa saya share tadi? Course outline lah. Course outline. Okay. Alright. So this is the course outline. If you look in the Google Classroom, I already put the course outline inside the Google Classroom. Okay, I hope all of you are already. I will use the Google Classroom to put all the assignments, any material that I have there. So it will always be there. It's easier for you to find out. Because last time I used only Telegram, I didn't use Google Classroom. And it's a bit difficult because after you have a lot of chat, it's difficult for you to find where the link or the submission, everything. So some students suggested me to use Google Classroom. So for this time, I'm using Google Classroom and Telegram. Telegram is for chat to give you any notice, or sometimes I will give you any interesting information that I found. Okay, this is the title is Engineering Ethics, Safety and Sustainability. Okay, this is the topic of the course. So okay, apa ni? Course learning outcome. Okay, so learning outcome meaning at the end of the course, this is what you should achieve. Number one, internalizes the roles and responsible engineers to internalize their roles as responsible engineers towards creator and society. So it's our hope that by the end of the class, you actually feel you internalize, means you is within you. You understand that you are responsible towards the creator, which is Allah, and also society. Okay, and number two, we hope that at the end of the class, you comprehend Islamic ethical values on safety and health, as well as environmental concerns and the need for sustainable development. So number two, we are expecting you to know about safety and health. Okay, Islamic ethics. So we'll be learning about other ethics and also Islamic ethics, and also on safety and health. So as an engineer, safety and health is very important. It's crucial. Okay, we are building something, but you must make sure it's safe. Okay, and also we also should consider the environmental concern as well. As an engineer, you don't just think about yourself. You don't just think about profit, but you should also think about environmental concerns and the need for sustainable development. It means that how long or how far, what is the effect of your whatever you're doing to the world. Okay, that's the number two. And number three, learning outcome is to demonstrate ethical principles in leadership, behavior, and character with continuous self-development. Wow, apa maksud dia tu? Maksudnya ialah, we hope from this class, you will have ethical principle in leadership. So that's why I will share with you, there will be a project that you have to do in this course. So in the project, you should show leadership. Okay, you have a leader, but although you have a leader, but each one of you in the project also should lead whatever task given to you. So you need to show leadership, behavior and character with continuous ethical behavior and character, means akhlak. Okay, akhlak yang baik. Sebab tu dah kelas, in this class, we'll talk about, I will also observe the akhlak. If your akhlak is not good, uh, I can kick you out from the class if I want, or I can call you later. Sometimes I will call, okay, Sister Fariza, stay. Can you stay at the end of the class? I want to talk to you, for example. So you better stay if I ask your name. But some people, some student left and didn't forget I will write down the name. So just to talk to you, right? So akhlak is important. With continuous self-development. So self-development means you need to always find ways of improving yourself. Okay, so that's a learning outcome. Yang ni semua knowledge profile and complex mapping ni tahu kot. You don't have to know. Okay, this is important. Assessment method. Okay, so you have this assessment weightage. There will be assignment or quizzes 30%. Okay, I'm thinking of to give two assignment, maybe 20% and 10%, or 15-15, depending on later. Okay, case study, there will be a case, and assignment and quizzes are individual. Assignment and quizzes are individual, so 30% individual. Case study is 30%. I will teach you how to write a case study. So that this is also individual, 30%. And 40%, which is the final project, this 40% is a group project. Okay, so everybody has to find a group. I will talk about this detail later. Okay, so there'll be a group project. Okay, any question up to here? No. So this is the course content. I won't go through it. It's in the Google Classroom. You can have a look. Okay. Right. Okay, that's all. That's all for the course outline. Any question? So remember you're supposed to you are supposed to respond in the class. So I'm expecting you to respond. No question? Have question? Okay, if you have no question, raise your hand. There's a reaction, you know. You can click at the bottom, there's a reaction. I just want to see who's not raising your hand. Adila, Christina, are you there?
Yes, madam.
Can you raise your hand? Do you have any question?
No.
Why didn't you raise your hand?
I did put the thumbs up.
The thumbs up. Okay. All right. Luqman, Hakim, you have any question?
No, madam.
Okay. All right. Just to just check whether you're still sleeping or no. All right. Let's go back to my. So all of you have fill in the attendance Google form. Okay. I will share back my. I will continue a bit more on my slide. You can turn down your you can click on lower your hand. Kalau tidak, dia akan raise your hand forever. Okay, so you can lower your hand. If you don't lower your hand, I think you have a question. So I have a just want to share with you. I have a friend, a lecturer. He's very senior, I think 60 something, teaching, and he told me, I'm really frustrated with my class. Every time I ask question, no response, and every time anything no, and if I ask any question, they say no question, and every time I ask something, there's no response. So I pity him. So because he's very nice, he's a very nice professor, and he said, in the end, what I do, I just talk. So he said he would just turn on the video and then talk like half an hour, so 1 hour. So because he said he cannot do anything, but I'm not I'm not so nice like him. I will, if you don't respond, I will kick you out. Okay, so because I think I need my sanity. If for me to teach, it's difficult for lecturers to teach and you don't respond. It's like talking to the wall. Can you imagine you yourself talking for 1 hour to the wall? You can go crazy. So that's why we need some interaction, brothers and sisters. Okay, whether you like it or no. All right, so this is what I was saying just now. Carry mark, you got 60% assignment, and all the carry marks are individual. 30% assignment, 30% case study, and final project will be group. So about this group project, I'm telling you. So we only have 12 weeks. Brothers and sisters, is very short. Normally we have 14 weeks. It means that we need to work fast. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. Okay, so what is the project? The theme of the project is contributions of engineers to society. Contributions of engineers to society. I will put this slide in the Google Classroom later. Okay. So whatever you do, you need to choose a topic, a project that shows your contribution as an engineer to society. So society can be anywhere. Okay, when we talk about society, it can be anything around us. So it can be in IIUM, it can be in your own villages, it can be with the animals somewhere, right? So it must be contribution. You cannot say, oh, madam, can we stop at the prototype? No, prototype is not contribution yet. You need to choose something that in the end somebody benefited from you. The person is happy that you actually contributed. The person or the animal or whatever it is. Okay, so that's the team. So in this group, there's a 3 to 5 person per group. Okay, so we have 38 here. So you need to find your own members. If you don't know how to contact, it's in the Telegram. You can shout. Anybody wants to join my group, something like that. Okay, so because we are not seeing face to face, and I understand it will be a bit difficult to do it in online, but we have Zoom, we have Google Meet, we can discuss. Okay, but if you cannot find, it's difficult. You can shout in the Telegram anytime if you want to find members for your group. So 3 to 5 person maximum per group. Okay, if in the end you couldn't find anybody, I will just put you in any group. If you couldn't find anybody, any group to join, I will put you in any group, and any group has to accept. Okay, and the guidelines, and I prefer the group to be segregated. It means that brothers with the brothers, sisters with the sisters. Okay, so unless you have very strong reason, then you can let me know. Okay, because in Islam, as much as possible, we have to take care of ourselves, and as much as possible. So if there's a choice between mixing and non-mixing, we should choose the non-mixing between the brothers and sisters. Okay, because it will be healthier for your heart. Untuk hati kan, dia akan lebih bersih. Okay, guidelines. Okay, whenever you do any, sometimes you need authorities permission. For example, you want to paint a mural. Okay, you want to paint the wall of I don't know, kampung awak ada wall, you want to paint it, and you need permission. You need to ask the ketua kampung or the person in charge. So you need to write a letter. Any letter to the authority, any letter to outside people should go through me first. Okay, let me go through it and check your English, check your languages before you write to the authority. Okay, because sometimes and we are, don't forget, we are doing engineering ethics. So when we deal with outside people, it must be with ethics as well. People need to see our adab, our akhlak. Oh, mashallah, very good IIM student. They speak with very very well behaved. They have a very clear English or clear Malay, or because sometimes you want to talk to your ketua kampung in Malay. So the akhlak must be there because we are in engineering ethics. So in this project there is 40%. So the total is 40%. 10% will be the proposal. So this proposal, the deadline for this proposal is two weeks from now. The deadline. What's the date? Anybody can check what's the 2 weeks from now date? And I put here the deadline. The Monday of
15.
this week, next week, not next week, week after that.
15.
Anybody can tell me the
Madam.
date? Bila?
15.
When?
15.
15th of March? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the deadline. Okay. Okay, good. So the portfolio will come, the presentation, normally this presentation, I will ask you to put in a video. So presentation will be in the video and it have to be 3 to 5 minutes maximum only. I will give you guidelines for the presentation. Portfolio is like the report. Okay, while you have to write down, you have to record everything. Every time you have a meeting online, you need to maybe capture screen, whoever joined the meeting, and how many meetings you have online, and what are the meetings covering, and the process of doing this project should be recorded nicely in a report. So portfolio is a report. I will share with you later the template. Okay, there's a template for the portfolio. The proposal also have a template. It's in the, if you go to the Google Classroom, in the folder projects, I think there's a template for proposal, and also have a rubric. Rubric is how we marked. So I'm strongly suggesting all of you to look at the rubric as well, so you know where the marks will be. Okay. Okay. So that's this on the group project. Any question on the project?
Should we follow the template for portfolio?
Should you follow what? Can you speak louder,
The
please?
template for portfolio.
Template? Yes, of course. You need to follow the template. Otherwise, I will deduct marks.
Oh, okay, understood. Thank you.
Welcome. Any more questions? Because it's supposed to be like a good documentation of everybody's work. So if one use another template, another one use another template, then it won't be nice as the whole together for this course. So we should, what you call it? We should use the same template. Unless you say, Madam, I don't like your template, I have a better template. Great. If you have a better template, I'll be happy. Show to me the template, and everybody can use the same template later. Okay. If you have a better template, we can discuss. Any more questions?
Madam.
Yes, Abdul Rahman?
No question.
No question? Okay. All right. So no question. Google Classroom, make sure everybody there. All the, like for example, assignment, I will put there. And okay. Group project deadline, I already given the proposal deadline. The portfolio deadline will be we will discuss later. I will need to look at my jadual lah, my timetable. Okay, any question? Any question? Saidatul Aini, are you there?
Yes, madam.
Any question?
No.
Okay. Anybody here will have a problem with data? Yes?
Madam,
Yes,
so we
Syafiq.
will not have a final exam?
No final exam.
Okay. Madam.
Okay, welcome. So there's no final exam, there's only final project. So that's why if you can finish early, you can concentrate at the end for your exam. So you can finish early, you can do the presentation early, everything. But from my experience, some students are choosing the project too easy. If you have 5 of you, okay, if you have 5 in a group and you choose an easy project, you will never get a good mark, I'll tell you, or I will not approve. So if the project can be done by myself alone, why should 5 of you doing the same project? Okay, so when you're thinking about a project, you must make sure it's enough for how many people in your group. For example, some having 3 is okay, so it should be enough for 3. Some have 5, so you must, if you 5, make sure everybody has enough work to get 40% of this 3 credit hour. Okay, once you form a group and then you thinking of a topic, you can ask me, you can PM me, madam, is this topic good? Okay, because don't wait until the last minute. If you wait until the last minute, the deadline, you need to submit a proposal and I rejected your proposal, then you get 0 lah for proposal. Okay, so it's better you communicate earlier, ask me, and don't do it too late. Some students, take it, get the title too late, then you need to write a proposal and the idea is not clear, then you'll be in trouble. So my advice is to think earlier of the project. So if you want to see some of the projects, I will give you a link on my YouTube channel where the presentation of the previous semesters. So I have there 2 semesters. There are good projects, there are bad projects. If you plan just to pass this engineering ethics, you can do a bad project lah. But it will still need to pass my approval for proposal. If your proposal is not approved, you cannot proceed to do the project. So if I approve, although it's a weak approve, it means that it's not very strong. You will pass, but you won't get good marks. So you can, as I will give you the link, so you have some idea lah. You can see which one is good, which one is not good. Sometimes some presentation you don't even understand what the students are doing, right? I had to the group have been in big trouble lah when the project is not good. But we also consider that this is MCO, so you are everywhere. So I also consider that. So you need to justify, madam, we are doing this, why? And the most important thing, you should think everybody should have enough work to do. It shouldn't be too easy and it shouldn't be too difficult. So if you want to do, I want to change the world, or I want to do an app that can detect all the COVID-19 in Malaysia, for example, then that's like impossible. So do something which is doable within 12 weeks. So actually you only have from now 10 weeks, because the last 2 weeks is you're supposed to submit the portfolio, mean ready already. It should be so you only actually have 10 weeks. If you cut 1 week of this week, you only have 9 weeks. Okay, so maknanya you need to think what are kind of projects, and you can use, for example, if your IDP group before has come up with a prototype, then you want to test the prototype in the society, you can also use that. Okay, I don't know, sometimes you have a project that you already done, but you haven't tested it to society. You can do that, but also you need to justify how the rest of you are going to get the marks. Because your marks is not making the prototype, your marks is the contribution to society. So that's it. Any question before we end for today? No? Okay. As mentioned,
Madam,
yes.
I have a question.
Okay, who are you?
I am Nur Hazira.
Yeah, Zira.
Hazira Shah. The project, do we have to create new things that the new things for contribution, or the real engineers contributed I have contributed to society.
Can you give me an example?
For example, the seminar that MIMOS have invent for engineers, it is a contribution for society. So is it the real engineers and the contribution that the real engineers have done, or we have to create the new one, the new things that would be contributed to society?
Engineers doing what? Seminar? You mean online seminar? Hazira? I'm trying to understand your question.
Okay, madam. I will text you later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
If you can ask me here, then your friends, the others will also, benefited. So okay, maybe I think I understand your question, because some if you want to work together with other clubs and societies, it's fine as long as it's clear what is your contribution, what is the group members' contribution. If in the end the clubs are doing everything and you are just goyang kaki and you don't do much, then I will not pass the project. So you need to be clear in the proposal. What is your contribution? If you're working with the other clubs, you want to collaborate is fine, good. But what is your contribution? And is it worth the 3 credit hour or 40%? Okay. So because some have students, some students before who didn't do much. If you want to do website, it's fine, but make sure the website is worthy of how many people in there. And I have experience last semester. In the end, I had to call, otherwise I will fail the group. So they had to do last minute work with the exam coming. It's really bad. So hopefully it won't happen this semester. My wish is for everybody to pass. I hope nobody will fail this Genie course, but you need to give your effort lah. Okay, any more question? No? Okay, good. So don't forget, next class, make sure you already have the answer to my questions, each one of you. I don't want you to still think. So if I call you, for example, Shafiq, uh, tell us about yourself. It means you already know, okay, my name is this, I'm from there, why I'm taking this, why I'm taking that. Okay? All right? So, and then if you know anybody who's not in here yet, let them know so that in the Telegram so that they can join. Okay. All right. That's all I think for today. Thank you very much. And remember my rules. If you don't turn on next time your camera, your video, and no reason why you didn't tell me, I will just remove you from the class before I give any attendance link. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. If you don't have any question, another thing, in my class also, I like to end the class with a dua. Okay, and I would like the brothers to make the dua, because I believe brothers are supposed to be the leaders for the ummah, right? We are doing leadership, learning outcome number 3, leadership. So sisters can be leaders as well, but khalifah can only be men. So so we want. I'm sure the sisters also happy, right? If the man is leading, right? So you want to be the leader. I think generally sisters are happy if men are leading. The problem is men are not leading. Men sit at the back. That's a problem. It's a big problem. So we will not end the class until there's a brother here who volunteers to recite dua every time, and it has to be different person for every class. If not, we will stay here until night, until whatever, tomorrow. Okay, so anybody who wants to volunteer to make dua, turn on your video and make dua. If nobody will stay here, nobody leave.
Me, madam.
Okay, silakan Ahmad Fikri.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana wa liwalidina warhamhum kama rabbawna shighara wa jami'il muslimina wal muslimat mu'minina wal mu'minat al ahya'i wal amwat bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا من وزائل رحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's end the class today with tasbih kifarah and suratul ams. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asr innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa 'amilus solihat wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.